So we've laid out the facts. Japan just pledged $5.5 billion training for 30,000 AI practitioners and a bold vision for an Indian Ocean Africa economic zone. And we've seen how China, Russia, India, and others are all competing for influence. The question now is, what does Africa do with all of this? Because let's be clear, money alone won't change the game. It's what we do with it that matters. First, Africa must insist on value addition. If Japan is financing infrastructure and training AI talent, then African governments need to connect that directly to industries on the ground. Minerals shouldn't leave the continent raw. Cobalt should become batteries. Cocoa should become chocolate. Copper should become wires and electronics. Every deal must be tied to building factories, labs, and processing plants here, not somewhere else. Second, Africa needs to use this moment to strengthen the African Continental Free Trade Area. The African Continental Free Trade Area is our biggest leverage. If 54 nations negotiate separately, we'll always get picked apart. But if we negotiate as a bloc, saying this is what Africa needs as a whole, suddenly Japan, China, Russia, India, and the EU, even the US, all have to meet us on our terms. And third, let's make sure the promise of AI training doesn't just end up as credentials with no jobs attached. African leaders must negotiate for joint R&D labs, internships with Japanese firms, and commitments to set up innovation hubs on a continent. 30,000 skilled workers mean nothing if there are no industries ready to absorb them. Fourth, we need multiple partners, not dependencies. This is Africa's moment to balance relationships, to say, yes, we'll work with Japan. Yes, we'll trade with China. Yes, we'll partner with India, but always in ways that serve African priorities first. Diversification is protection. And finally, this is about mindset. Africa is not begging. Africa is not helpless. We are the youngest, fastest growing continent on earth, sitting on the resources that the world needs for the green and digital future. And we must act like it. Walk into these partnerships with confidence, with strategy, and with unity. Because, my people, this is bigger than just Japan. It's about Africa seizing the moment when the world needs us more than ever to write a new chapter of our own making.